I am 21 years older than Jayden, and I was very hesitant because I didn't guess that either when we first met. And it wasn't until our first date that he told me his age, but after speaking with his family, and they were supportive.
That's a new one.
Right.
So what happened?
I met Jayden's mother. She was a lovely woman. I told her my reservation. She expressed that love is love, and if we were happy and we worked on it, we could make it work. So
okay.
I was happy to enter into this relationship.
All right, Mr. Bowie West, when did you decide to move in together?
We decided to move in together in, I believe, February, and I felt really strongly about Leguiya at the time. I loved her, and I felt as if, why not?
And you two moved in with 2 additional roommates? They were
Yes.
longtime friends of yours?
Yeah, one of them, yes. I didn't know the other one.
Got it.
Yeah.
Ms. Jordan, you told us that you were going to be paying more rent than the other folks. Tell us about that arrangement.
So I was the most established. I was the oldest. I was most established. I was a flight attendant. I'm a retired Air Force jet engine mechanic. So I had most of the stable income at the time. The agreement, the verbal agreement that we had was I would pay $1,500 a month, and as soon as everyone else's income became more stable, it would even out and we would all pay our portions equally.
All right. One of the things that you are suing for specifically is a $1,500 loan for a car note that you paid.
Yes.
Now, that happened in March. Is that March of 23?
2023.
Okay.
Because what happened was he had confessed to me after the deposit was paid that he paid his portion of the security deposit by neglecting his car note.
Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
The reason that I neglected to pay my car note is because Leguiya made it very clear that there are certain amenities that she was seeking out, and there's a certain lifestyle that she would like to live. Me and the other 3 roommates were perfectly fine with, not having something so expensive, but out of, the fact that I did love her, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna pay for this. I was struggling at the time.
Tell me about the conversation for the $1,500, because your defense is essentially this was not a loan because we were in love at the time.
It was always a gift. There was no mention of you need to pay me back. And if I couldn't pay for my car note, then I could get my car taken away.
Got it. And so what did she say?
I know what I said.
Tell me what you said.
First of all, what happened was he didn't tell me until after the security deposit was paid. And the way he was going to pay his rent was through the rideshare service. So if he gets his car taken away, he can no longer pay rent. So I had a decision to make. Was I going to let his car lapse, then he cannot pay? I said, okay, let's take care of it, but I need this back.
You don't recall any mention of I need it back?
No. The only reason that she's claiming that this is a loan and asking for this back was dating back to July of 2024, when the portion of her security deposit that she relinquished. The amount was $39.29. She was claiming that I stole it when she relinquished it.
What do you mean relinquish?
She said she didn't want it.
So you basically kept the security deposit from the apartment after you moved out, after you guys had separated, despite the fact that she had paid a large portion of it.
Right, and because she threatened to involve the police, and I really hate to play this card, but as a black man, you threaten the police, you threaten to put me in jail. She was saying that the building manager claimed that they were going to file a police report and claim it as theft. My mom then called and asked her if that was true. She said that never came out of my mouth.
Yeah, we can't take that. That's hearsay. But
right.
Ms. Jordan, did you ever relinquish the security deposit? Let me guess. I think I know your answer.
I did not. I must be a saint giving away money the way they say that I just give it away. $1,000, $1,500, all this money. The security deposit, which is not even in this suit right now, was something that I asked them about. I have text messages to prove that he said, "Ooh, I'll pay you back." I said,
and he did, right?
And he did pay me back.
Yeah.
He paid me in installment. He said, "This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pay you in installments, $25 a week." That angered me, and I would have never even taken this to court.
You wouldn't have jumped to court had he not returned this big,
it
massive
was the
lump sum.
attitude of, I'm going to do what I want to do. He took money out of my account after we were broken up. He took money, he said he put it back, but he didn't tell me he did it. I have text messages regarding that. And this is not the first time he's done this.